delicious.
Hi, Tea Sippers! Our school had a long weekend. We were off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was great. On Tuesday afternoon, I was FaceTiming my BFF Grace, playing a new game, having fun, being chill, eating lunch. But then, I felt pain in my stomach around 2 p.m. I hung up and told my mom around 2:30 because my mom noticed something off. She made a bed for me on the couch to monitor me. She checked my symptoms and wrote in a journal. New symptoms were coming slowly, and I didn't know how to explain any of it at first. My mom kept writing notes in her notebook, which included chills. She was asking me a ton of questions that made me think of new ways to explain the symptoms. I swear, she was a doctor because she sounded like one. Around 4, I fell asleep for about an hour or two, but then I woke up crying in pain. It felt like I was being ripped open or being cut and stabbed. The pain went straight down underneath my belly button. My mom wrote everything down and told me it's to help explain to the doctors. My mom kept looking through her phone to check the suspicions based on my symptoms. I thought I was hungry and ate soup my dad got for me, but then I felt nauseous. My mom called my doctor telling them my symptoms around 8 p.m. She explained why she thought it was appendicitis. The doctor agreed with my mom and told us to go to the ER. While my mom and dad got ready for me to visit the ER, I screamed to call for help and vomited. They rushed me to the ER. The ER was scary. Because of COVID, only one parent was allowed in with me, and I chose my mom. We got to the triage, and 4 nurses asked my mom questions all at once. She explained the symptoms and said to check for appendicitis. They looked my temp on a new scanner that looked like a giant mirror. A lot of the questions my mom and I were being asked were the exact same questions my mom asked me, so I got them practice. The ER doctor seemed to agree with my mom because they tested me first of COVID because to scratch that off the list. Then we waited. It took 4 hours to get the results. Urine test. Wait. IV for fluids. Wait. Took blood. Results showed up white blood cells count, which means I was fighting infection. Ultrasound. Wait. Because this test couldn't show what they were looking for. Next comes CT scan, which was a giant donut I went in and out of while laying on a bed. The doctor came in around 12:45 a.m. and said it was appendicitis, and I was being admitted and needed emergency surgery. I got moved to a think room at 2 a.m. It's a room where people are put who are admitted and waiting for the procedure to be done. It's a private room where I can rest and take off my mask. My mom slept on a couch bed next to me. We were going to find out at 7 a.m. if the surgery was going to be in this hospital or in Stanford. It depends on the surgeons. I saw so many nurses who were all very kind to me and my mother. They even brought me little toys to make me feel better. The same day or the next day or later, I don't know. It was all a blur. The nurses instructed my mom how to sterilize my body before surgery. I didn't want a stranger getting personal with me. We moved to the think room to the pre-op room. I dozed in and out of sleep while my mom spoke with the surgical team. As scared as I was, I knew my mom had my back and clarified everything for me. That made me feel safe. But the whole time I missed my dad and my dog. I wanted to be in my bed. I cried the entire time I was admitted. My mom woke me up and told me I was getting something called cocktail to relax me because they were going to take me to the double doors. That was the surgery room. My mom kissed my forehead and told me she loved me and will see me in the post-op room. It might have been the cocktail because I had deja vu. For those who don't know, I had eye surgery less than 3 months ago, but at a different hospital. I woke up in the recovery room. My mom was by my side smiling and holding my hand. I asked if I had surgery because, surprisingly, I did not scream in pain. The pain I felt, but it was from the surgery, not appendicitis. Because my appendix was removed, my mom told me I was getting discharged because the surgery went so well. Sorry, still healing. I went through a lot. I got poked blood drawn, IV put in, test after test, waiting and more waiting, feeling exposed and trapped. No matter how uncomfortable the hospital is, my mom made me feel safe. I love that my dad stayed up late just to get a chance to talk to me on the phone. Even though he had worked a few hours later, he went and packed a bag for me and drove back to bring it for me. He also dropped everything at work when I got discharged. When they wheeled me outside, he was waiting for us. I have a recovery ahead of me, but I am recovering from my bed with ice cream, so I can't complain. Okay, yes, I can complain, but the support means a lot to me. Sadly, when I got my eye surgery 3 months ago, I had my ears pierced for about a few weeks and my ears closed when I got discharged. So I got my ears re-pierced in December. This time I got surgery 2 months after my ears were re-pierced. And they still closed. I think I will wait a few months before I get them re-pierced before the third time. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving this video a like. I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my Spill the Tea channel. Cheerio!